Last video, I told you perimenopause doesn't just change your body, it rearranges your relationships. A lot of you commented the same thing back. Okay, but what do I actually say? Fair. Knowing why you're snapping at your husband doesn't help in the moment that you're about to snap. So today I'm giving you the actual words, scripts you can use today with your partner, your friends, and your kids. Hi, I am Denise with Aya Women's Wellness Coaching. If you haven't seen the last video, go watch it first. The link is going to be in the description because everything here builds on it. One thing before we start, these are not magic words. Nobody hands you a script and your husband instantly gets it. Your friend instantly forgives your silence, or your kids instantly understand. What these scripts do is open a door that usually stays shut because you don't know how to start. That is the whole job. Let's go through them one relationship at a time. Scenario 1. You know a wave is coming or you're in one. You don't need a paragraph. You need one sentence that gives your partner context without turning into a whole conversation that you don't have the bandwidth for. Heads up, I'm having a rough hormone day. If I sound short, it is not about you. I might need some space, not a conversation about it. That's it. It does 3 things. It names what's happening, it takes the blame off them, and it tells them what you need instead of leaving them to guess. Scenario number 2, the aftermath. You snapped, and now you feel terrible about it. Don't over apologize. That just makes them manage your guilt on top of everything else. Try. I was short with you earlier and that wasn't fair. It is the perimenopause stuff that we talked about, and I'm working on catching it before it comes out sideways. I appreciate you not taking it personally. Specific, accountable, done. No spiral required. Scenario 3, the libido conversation. This is the one women avoid the longest, and it's usually the one doing the most damage by staying unsaid. Your partner is filling that silence with their own story. Usually, she's not attracted to me anymore. You don't have to fix your libido to fix that story. You just have to interrupt it. My desire has changed, and it has nothing to do with you or how I feel about you. It's hormonal. And it's been hard for me to bring it up. I still want to be close to you, even on the days my body isn't cooperating. I had a client married 12 years who avoided this exact conversation for almost a year. Her husband had started sleeping on the edge of the bed, pulling away first because he assumed she already had. One conversation closed that script. And he told her he thought she'd stopped loving him. A year of distance traced back to a sentence neither of them said out loud. Script for your friends. Scenario 1. You've gone quiet and you know it. You don't owe anyone a full explanation, but radio silence reads as rejection if you don't say anything. One line sent whenever you have the capacity. I've been in a low season and gone quieter than usual. It's not you. I just don't have much to give right now. I love you and I'm still thinking of you. Scenario 2, declining an invite without the guilt spiral. You don't need an essay justifying why you can't come. Over explaining usually does more damage than the decline itself. I can't make it this time. My capacity is low right now. Would love a rain check when I've got more in the tank. Or scenario 3, reconnecting after you've pulled back for a while. This is the one that women avoid because it feels like admitting fault. It doesn't have to. I know I've been distant, Some of it is the season I'm going through and I miss you. Can we find 20 minutes this week? That's an opening, not an apology tour. Most real friends will take it. Now, this is a script for your kids or your aging parents. For kids old enough to understand a sentence or two, you don't need to explain hormones in detail. You need them to know your mood isn't their fault. Mom's body is going through some changes right now, and that can make me more impatient than usual. If I snap, it's not because of something you did. I'm working on it and I'm sorry when it happens. That sentence does something specific. It stops a kid from quietly concluding that they caused it, which is what kids do by default when an adult's mood shifts and nobody explains why. The apology after you snap. Short, specific, and no over-explaining. I raised my voice, and that wasn't about you. That wasn't fair, and I'm sorry. Skip the lecture about why, because kids remember the repair, not the reasoning. Now, for your aging parents, when you need to set a boundary on caregiving capacity, this one is harder because the roles feel reversed. Try, I want to keep showing up for you, and I also need to be honest that I have less capacity than I used to right now. Can we figure out what the most important things are so I'm not stretched so thin I can't do any of it well? That is not a withdrawal. That is triage said out loud instead of silently resented. Now, the one rule across all of these. Notice what every skip has in common. It names what's happening, takes the blame off the other person, and you say what you needed. That is the whole formula. You don't need a different script for every situation. You need that 3-part shape, and you can build your own version for whatever comes up. The version that fails every time is the one where you say nothing and hope the people around you just figure it out on their own. They won't. Not because they don't care, because they have no reason to suspect there's anything to figure out. That is the toolkit. Pick one conversation that's been sitting unsaid the longest, partner, friend, or kid, and have it this week. Not perfectly, just have it. Tell me in the comments which script you're going to use first. I want to know which one's hardest for you because that tells me what to dig into next. If this was useful, send it to someone who needs the actual words, not just the explanation. That's usually a different person than who needed the last video. And subscribe if you want it. Next up is the one a lot of you asked for, how to actually find a provider who knows perimenopause instead of one who hands you an antidepressant and sends you home. Until next time, stay powerful, stay peaceful, and I will see you in the next video.